everyone, Robbie from Saskatchewan here. I am going to attempt a Dutch pour. Oh, look at that, I made a mess already. A Dutch pour here. This is just on a practice card, so it's not the worst if I make a couple mistakes. And because art is subjective, everybody has a different taste and a different style that they like. And that is awesome. Today I am going to be using white as my background, and don't mind those little colors, that's not a big deal. And I'm using True Blue, Bright Yellow, and the name of this is Cadmium Deep Red Hue from Liquitex. This is actually a Walmart brand, the yellow. It's actually medium yellow. It's simply acrylic, and the blue is also the same brand of acrylic from Walmart. So when I've mixed these up, I did put a little bit of the Hair Repair and Defend lotion because it has the dimethicone in it, which is what we want to use for some cells. If you want, I don't have any oil that I put in this time, and I didn't use silicone spray. I just used 1 drop of the hair oil. I did not use the other hair oil I use is the coconut oil. Didn't use that this time. I'm just trying this one out to see if it works okay. And the nice thing about these sample cards is they use a little bit less paint while you're experimenting with the style that you want to achieve and want to use. It's kind of nice. That way you're not wasting a lot of paint. Trial and error, and when you find a style that you enjoy doing, then it's kind of fun to try it again. I never can get the same result twice. I'm pretty sure most people who do fluid art have the same, that they'll try something, they try it a second time, and it turns out completely different than the first time, and that's fun. It's always exciting to see what happens, especially when you're experimenting and learning. The reason you take the torch is to pop any air bubbles that have developed in the paint, especially if you've just mixed them that day. They're going to have quite a few. It also helps the paint, which has a wee little bit of Floeterol in it. So a little bit of Floeterol, a little bit of paint, just to make it flow very nicely. And then, for those of you that do Dutch pours, you've seen the hair dryer. This was made popular by Rinske Daune in Holland, and let's give it a try. As you can see, the cells are starting to come up right here already, which is a good sign. Let's just bring that a little closer for you to see. Isn't that cool? I think it is. Anyway. Now we're going to give it a blowout and see what happens. And yes, I really did just say that. Okay. There you go. Now the color's muddied a little bit. Sometimes because it's on a white background, the colors will do that a little bit. And because these are not top of the line acrylics, the pigments aren't quite as strong. So that is one thing to remember when you are using your paints. How much pigment is in them always will play a factor. Now as you can see, there's just tons and tons and tons of cells, and that is from this, I believe. So normally when I'm doing one of these type of pours, I do not put this in the paint. And the reason is because that happens. But I still think it's a pretty cool effect. I think I would like to see this on a, maybe a, not even a ring pour, I guess a dirty pour I'd like to see this in. This amount of cells and the lacing that's in here. Anyhow, that's all. It was a fun little test, a great little practice. I enjoyed it. As always, it's relaxing and it's fun to see what happens. Thanks. Remember, like this video, subscribe, leave a comment so that I know what you're thinking and if you watched it. And then, of course, share it with some friends. Have a great day, everybody.